YouTube tarot reader, Lisa Lee, has been found using bad language during her twice-weekly live streams. In a shocking turn of events, it has also been discovered that she will not tell you what you want to hear, only what you need to know. The internet is in collective shock that authenticity is alive and well in this corner of the YouTube meta space. Do not watch if you are easily offended.
Hi, I'm Lisa, a practicing liminal witch and tarot reader with over 28 years experience in helping people find guidance through the cards. On this channel I talk about all sorts of witchy, spooky and mystical things that interest me and I hope will interest you too. Welcome to Beyond Authentic Witchcraft.
We have a super strong connection here, right? Oh my God!
Indeed. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. I hope everybody is feeling well. We've got 8 starting off this evening, so that's good. Not too many, not too few. By the way, good evening. Oh, well, this comment, I don't even know where this has come from. Apparently it was sent at 21:12. So it's sent from the future. I've got no idea how this has happened, Holland. Absolutely no idea how this has happened. How has a message from 12 minutes past 9 got on here at 7 o'clock? Timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly. Anyway, good evening to Holland. Holland is on the Imaginary Kazoo Orchestra account. I have to, in fact, let me just, if I hit this one here, there you go, everyone. Go and check out, while I'm doing readings tonight, go and check out this video that I've just put in the live chat, and I'm going to pin. How do I do that? How do I pin it? Hang on, hang on. I pin. Oh no, I can't pin it. How do I pin it then? Oh, good evening, Patricia. How do I pin this? How do I pin it? I don't want to put you in timeout. It's my own post. Right, okay, I'll have to find out how to do that. But yes, I might just have to keep posting it. So this link is a link to Holland's most recent video that they've done on the Imaginary Kazoo Orchestra channel, right? And that Imaginary Kazoo Orchestra, it's a lovely channel. It's very funny. And Holland does all sorts of classical music on a Imaginary Kazoo Orchestra. The clue is in the title, really. And they've just done a New Year's Eve special. So if you want to, I totally 100% recommend you go and check out this video here. It's in the live chat. It's only a couple of minutes long. So you can always go and do that and then come back in, excuse me, if you like, while I'm doing some readings. So yes, hello to Peacock Rainbow, Peacock Rainbow Flower Beauty. My brain went Peacock Rainbow Fairy Bounty. Don't know why. Wolf Boyo, hi everyone. Sorry I've not been on. Had some really bad news over Christmas. I'm so sorry, my darling. I hope that you are doing okay. Amy Smith, hello everyone. Hello, Amy. Oh, that's me. Renata's here. I've seen Renata's comment. Where's it gone? There we go. Hello everyone. Hello Lisa. Hello Holland. Your comment was in the stand. Oh yeah, I read that. I think we're all up to date. Oh no, Veronica. Hello Veronica, good evening. Happy New Year's Eve to you. Happy New Year's Eve to everybody. Oh, look at that. Happy New Year. Send us to super chat. I'm going to find a thing. Please send me, if you ever see anything with super something, super trooper, something that I can make super chat into, let me know, because it is doing my poor little brain in. It really is. My brain is desperately wanting to find something that's going to be funky or silly or fun. There we go. That's a bit better. Funky, silly or fun with super. I just can't do it. Can't do it. It's driving me bonkers trying to work it out. And eventually it will be something really silly and really simple. But yes, good evening. Oh, hello from Montreal. Is it 2024 yet in Montreal? Good evening to Tracy. Hello, everybody. God, we've got lots of people here we haven't seen for ages. Hello. You love fairies, especially flower. No. That's good. If you love the Fae, my darling, you love the Fae. I am sure that somebody has to. It won't be me, my darling, but very, 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 very. Oh, it's not 2024 yet. Very good luck to you though. In terms of oh, hang on. Could you make the live chat available for replay in the future? I think I do. I think I do. They should be. Hang on. Let me just have a look. Let me have. Oh, hang on. YouTube's being a bugger, not letting me sign in. Let's sign in again. Hang on. Let me double check. Let me double check. Oh, let me get on the right account. Would help, wouldn't it? It absolutely would. Right. Bear with. No, I don't want to add an account. That's where we're going. Don't sing anything that has a copyright. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Oh, hang on. I need to go into the back end. Hang on, Renata. I'm getting there. It's lots of clicks, lots of buttons to do. The live stream. Which is this one, and customization. Hang on, yeah, live chat replay is absolutely on this one. So yeah, live chat replay is on the one that we are currently recording right this very second. So this has the live chat on. Oh, I don't know how you get it on the mobile. I think YouTube has moved it. If you watch it in portrait, I believe in landscape, I believe it still comes up on the side. In portrait, it doesn't. It comes up underneath if you click on something. So have a little Google for your phone what you need to do, Renata. But they're normally on. So yeah, normally on. Patricia saying good evening to Tracy. Okay, Wolf Bio. It is in your country. Where are you then? Peacock flower, rainbow flower. I haven't even had a drink yet. Peacock rainbow flower beauty. Where are you? Whereabouts in the world are you that it's already 2020, 2020, 2024? Computer studio fan on. Very warm here all of a sudden, and it's not even because of the Baileys, because I haven't got any. Well, I have, but not here. Let's have a look. You can only see it on a laptop. Yeah, I have got it on my phone before, but I think you've got to click on something and then click on something else. I just don't know if that makes sense. Oh gosh, everybody's commenting at the right. You're in India. So it is already 2024 in India. Namaste for 2024. That sounds funky. Right. Shall we do the bit of housekeeping? Let's get this out the way first. So before we go any further, I need you all to do me a huge favor and hit that like button and ding your bell. Yeah, so that YouTube notifies you whenever we go live or upload a video. Also, if you haven't already, please do what this lovely video screen up here is saying. Just hit the little like button. That'll be lovely. Thank you very much. And let's get into the housekeeping, shall we? So, as always on this channel, tarot is for entertainment purposes only. I know. Why do I say that? Do I believe that it's real? Yes. Do I believe that the tarot gives us guides and shows us where we're going in life? Yes. Do I believe that you are capable of changing that reading and changing that direction? Absolutely, yes. Now, I've had this recently with somebody, a friend that I've been doing some readings for, who has basically, when I did the first reading, the path was going this way. And then she's changed events and changed things so much that the path is now going somewhere else. That isn't because the reading was faulty. It's because she's changed that path through her own choices. And that's what you've got to remember, okay? The tarot reading is telling you where things are headed now. Sometimes that can be a warning. Sometimes that can be a reassurance. Sometimes it can be, oh shit, I need to make some huge whopping changes. Generally speaking, it's always how things are panning out. If you take the advice that the cards are showing you, this is what the outcome is looking like. It isn't written in stone. Okay, so just bear that in mind. But tarot is for entertainment purposes only. You do make all your own decisions about your own life, and tarot should never be used to replace medical advice, legal advice, financial advice, or counseling advice. One of these days, I'm going to change that ticker tape to match what I actually say, because it's in the wrong order, and every single time it bugs me. But anyway, that's not going to be today. Might not even be this year. Be next year. Also, don't forget, you've got to be 18 years of age or over to get a tarot reading. And please remember, anything you say on the interwebs is on the interwebs for life. Now, I always talk about, if you're having an affair with your boss or doing something you shouldn't be doing, don't say that in the comment section. But even less than that, be careful. Even just saying what city you're from could be information that comes back to bite you on the bum. It could be saying, you know, the exact company you work for, or which district you live in, or which, you know, who you bank with even, could come back and bite you on the bum at some point. So please, please keep an eye on your own privacy online. Okay, not just on here, but everywhere you ever go online. That's really, really important. Also, don't forget, we have got memberships open over at buymeacoffee.com/Beyond Authentic. The following people on that list below are our lovely members. So that is very lovely. Thank you very much to Tracy Wallace. I've got your question has come up first. Thank you for that. Let's just have a look. Do you love my lipstick, Sharon? Thank you ever so much. It's a He Who Shall Not Be Named in the color red rum. It's yeah, He Who Shall Not Be Named. If you know, you know. If not, I don't promote this brand, but they are very good lipsticks, and I bought a load of them a couple of years back. So, no, last year. So therefore, I'm going to use them. Absolutely. Come and do yoga meditation. I do meditation. I don't do yoga because my body can't get into those positions. But yes, you've a while yet. You're in Montana. What the hell? So you're in Montana. Ellis is here as well. Good evening, Ellis. Happy New Year. You're waiting for the new year to arrive. Lots of people are waiting for the new year. I'm waiting to get back on my diet plan, to be honest. Oh yes, this is very interesting. Yes, this is an old superstition. So Holland is saying that remember, don't do any laundry on New Year's Day, or supposedly a loved one will get washed away. Yeah, you know what that means. Yeah, don't do that. Can't be changed this year. I know, that's what I was saying. It ain't going to be this year. Oh, no problem. Thank you. You did all your laundry today. Yeah, good. I like this, Patricia. Whatever you do on New Year's Day sets the precedent for the rest of the year. So spend tomorrow dossing and laughing. Exactly. If you're in a couple, maybe do a little bit of the old do you know what I mean? Do a little bit of the boom chicka wow wow if you want a bit more boom chicka wow wow next year. Anything at all like that. But that's a very good idea. Good thing you did all your laundry today. Some people don't do any cleaning at all on you. This is perfect. This is perfect for me. Holland, do no cleaning on New Year's Day, just in case it means you've got to do New Year's Day cleaning, or you've got to do cleaning rather every other day of the year. That I think that is the best advice. That is absolutely the best advice. Oh, hang on. I read that wrong. You do doggy yoga every day, picking up after your dog with the bags. Yes, that's what we should call it. Doggy yoga. You do yoga doggy style. And on that note, let's start the readings. Oh gosh, Tracy Wallace, I've got your reading up in front of me. Before we start to, I haven't lit my candles. Blooming heck. Right, I've forgotten because I was too busy on the members stream. So just before we do this one, we do a member stream, and I was doing somebody a tarot reading, so the members get on the because I put the fan on, isn't it? Right, here we go. So the members don't blow out. Computer, studio fan off. There we go. So on the members only streams, the members can get a, is that even showing up? The idea was the candle behind here was supposed to glow through the crystal ball. That was the idea. Didn't work particularly, but you know, whatevs. And it's like the scented candle. I did smudge earlier with my smudge spray. Shall we have an orange candle as well? Let's have all the candles. Let's do all the candles today. Why not? Let's bring in the new year with a bit of light and love and positivity and all of that good stuff. There we go. I do apologize, by the way, if my voice is a bit croaky today. There we go. Put the lights that side. There we are. Nice and lovely. My voice is a bit croaky. I've not got a cold or anything. I think I'm just run down from the festive period because it's been very busy in this house. Right then, so let's have a look. Tracy Wallace, let's get Wispy going for you. So then let me just check on the other screen. You were going to sort out your knicker drawer. That's probably all right, Tracy. You can probably sort out your knicker drawer. Just make sure that does that work though? What, Holland? What if I decide tomorrow to wear a thong? It's not an image anybody needs in their head, but what if I decided to wear a thong? Does that mean I'm going to wear a thong every day for the whole of the year? Or what if I just eat super healthy food tomorrow? But we're supposed to be like using up all the festive food and then back on plan on Tuesday. Because we get weighed on Tuesday. Oh my God. Look at this. I am not looking forward to getting weighed on Tuesday. But anyway, right, Tracy, I am going to come and do your reading now, my darling. Let's do that. Me just double check. Right then. So as everybody knows, when I am doing a reading, I'm not on the live comment screen like this, because this is how I get distracted, you see. This is how I get distracted. It will set a precedent. So tomorrow I need to be super healthy, super mindful, do my meditation, and shop on Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop website for all of those things. A vagina scented candle, or those for $60 or whatever the hell it was. That's what you need to do tomorrow, and then we'll have that year. Or what about if I just like? Oh, I've had an idea for next year. We should all send each other money. And then it means that on New Year's Day, you just get to open packets of money. And then it means every day throughout the year, we'll get packets of money. That'll work, won't it? Maybe. Anyway. Oh, God, I do talk some nonsense. Right, let's get some tarot readings going. So, Tracy, my darling, let's have a look. Wispy. We've dinged the ding dong. I've got your little I've got your dragon head, not the skull. I keep saying dragon skull, but the dragon stone. That's a good word for it. And then today we've got a red cloth, just because red cloth, red lights. I thought, why not? Red light spells danger or something, and something else spells something else. I can't remember what the song was. I used to know songs. I used to. Right then, Wispy. I hope you are well rested, Wispy, after the couple of days we've had off. Wispy's like, fuck off, I was working on Thursday. I did like Thursday stream, you know. It might be something we might look at, is bringing in another stream one of the days and then maybe expanding the mod squad or something. I don't know. I know, look at me. In one minute I'm going, let's turn it all down and tone it all down and do less, and then the next minute I'm like, let's stream 5 days a week, let's have 700 mods. Oh gosh, I know what my like. It's because I love doing this. I absolutely adore doing this. Right then, Tracy, so we've got the Poppy Palin deck. That was what was chosen in the members only, so we'll do that for you. And let's have a little look. So the first part of 2024. So Wispy, what we're going to do is I'm going to do a 6 card, right, Wispy? January, February, March. So this is the overriding energy going into the first quarter of 2024. We're going to do the top line wispy as physical and the bottom line as emotional, right? So that's going to give us an idea of the two separate areas and how they interrelate throughout the coming 3 months. If anybody wants just to look at, what's coming up in January, we can do that as well. But let's have a look then, Tracy, for the first part of 2024. The energies around. We've got some reversals, lots of reversals, and then the emotions. Hang on, make sure I'm only getting, here we go, positive, upright, emotion, sorry, a reversal and an upright. Right, so let's have a look. So where are we at? Hang on, let me just make sure. Why are they looking all a little bit wibbly? It's better. That's better. Right then, computer, studio fan on again. There we go. It's got very warm in here. Yeah, right. So January, let's see what January has to store. Now, bearing in mind, this is the energy that we're taking from now, from the last couple of weeks, or from the last week into the first couple of weeks, or the first month of the new year, I should say. So this is kind of a little bit reflective of what we are, what we are dealing with today. Sorry, I meant to mute that and I pressed the wrong button. A little bit about what we're dealing with today. And mainly this is the energy that we're going into. Now you've got this 7 of blades. So the 7 of swords is coming up. Now this is reversed. Now this is going to be tough decisions for you to deal with in January, Tracy. So this is really difficult decisions, particularly around stuff that might be going missing. Okay, so if you've had to deal with stuff in the last few days, or if there's been things that have been going missing, things that have generally been a little bit antisocial, really. Do you know what I mean? Like petty crimes, petty things. So this has got somebody who's nicked all of these items, as on the standard rider way, it would be nicking the 7 swords. But so they're doing that and they're running away. They're getting away with it, but they've been spotted. They've smashed the windows. The people are, calling them out. The kids are calling them out. So there's a lot going on here about not delinquency as such, but about petty botherances that are kind of, yeah, I would say petty botherances that are antisocial, right? It's reversed. So it means this is something that's happening to you, not something you're doing. So you're not going into the convenience store and nicking a bottle of wine, a box of Daz and three white chocolate magnums, right? That's not you doing that. This is something that's happening to you in your life at the moment. And it feels like these petty annoyances are going to continue throughout January, right? It will get a little bit better, but it is something you're going to need to deal with. Right now, for me, if I was to get this card coming up, it would be like, right, okay, I then need to know and lock down some of my personal belongings. So this is basically saying, be careful who you trust, be careful who you allow in around your physical material sort of belongings. Just be a bit careful, right? Watch your credit card numbers, watch your debit card numbers, all of that. Watch out for any scams. If if there's stuff that you notice on your bank balance, maybe double check that in January, because it's a key time for a lot of scams to happen. Just make sure you're on top of all of that. Now, emotionally, we've got the moon. Now, the moon is quite a bit into intuition. There's elements here of not wishful thinking. That's the bloody star. There's elements here of like magic, right? Witchcraft, witchy things, because the moon is obviously so directly related to a lot of witchcraft paths that it automatically has this vibe. Like you can see the full moon here on the card. Automatically, when there's a full moon, even if you aren't witchy, even if you're not at all spiritually minded, there's a little vibe. It feels different. So this coming up in the spiritual and in the sort of the emotional context, it really is saying that January is a time for you to trust your intuition, trust your instinct, particularly if there is somebody around that is potentially nicking or, just taking things that they shouldn't be taking. Do you know what I mean? And doing those sort of petty annoyance things. If that is happening around you, double down on your intuition, double down on what you think is happening, right? Because you'll probably be right. You'll probably be right. As we go into February, we've got the 5 of Wands reversed. Now, the 5 of Wands, 5s are about turmoil, Wands are about your confidence. Now, again, this is reversed. So this is saying that somebody somewhere is going to be trying to chip away at your confidence in February, right? Don't let them. Don't let them. It's somebody who I think is going to be emotionally connected to you, and it's going to make you want to move on, right? The 8 of Cups is all about finding the doorway to the 9, finding that route to the 9 of Cups, finding that exit point. Again, this is reversed. So it could be that you need to find that exit point, or it could be that maybe somebody you're with, a friend, a family member, that you need to allow them to find their own exit point. It's interesting that these two are linked and coming up after this, because if this was to tell a story, if I was a soap opera writer, it would be a family member doing some nicking. You're aware it's them, they deny it, but you know, you're aware, you know it's them. And then we get into February, arguments, turmoil, lots of like nitty gritty little like niggly bits, and eventually something happens and either you kick them out or they leave, right? It's got that vibe to it. It's got that vibe. Again, I don't know your situation. I don't know whether that rings true for you. But if I was a soap opera writer, that's the way these cards are looking. And then we go into March and we've got the Magician, but the Magician in this case is reversed. Now, the Magician upright is a really positive card. It's talking about as above, so below. It's talking about having all the tools. It's talking about being able to change the world, to manifest, having all of this wonderful stuff that you're able to make, you know, your future out of, and for you to manifest, right? Really, really lovely. In this deck, we've got somebody with, they've got the bucket here for water, the pentacles or the coins are here, the swords are here, the blades, you know, you've got the suits here. They are absolutely, hang on, what am I missing? Blades, wands. Oh yeah, the wands are the sticks for the sunflowers. So you've got all the elements, right? And this person is literally creating the world around them. This way up, it's about somebody else being manipulative, somebody else trying to tell you the grass is blue and the sky is green. I didn't plant that. That wasn't me. I don't know what you're talking about. I never nicked this a couple of months ago. The fact that I've got it now, I just found it. It wasn't anything to do with me. Do you know what I mean? Somebody trying to manipulate, gaslight, even sort of gatekeep information. All of these words come with a Magician when it's reversed. Okay, so that's coming up in the sort of the physical. Again, in the emotional and spiritual, we've got the 10 of Blades. It feels like this whatever this situation is, it feels like this is going to be your big challenge for 2024, for the first quarter. And the 10 of Blades is, for me, 10s are when it gets too much, right? So this is like the death of 1,000 cuts, you know, where it's like nothing individually is going to get on top of you, but this person not taking responsibility for their actions, not owning what they've done, not standing up and saying, yeah, I've done this, I've manipulated this, I've created that. This person not doing this is going to feel like they're constantly stabbing you in the heart. Okay, so just be aware, my darling. This looks like quite a tricky start to 2024. I don't think it's going to be all bad. Let me just get the Oracle deck. I don't think it's going to be all bad, because it never is, right? It never is all bad, but it's definitely going to be something that you're going to be, it's going to be a little bit trying, right? Wispy, we want to pull a Urban Oracle, Urban Crow Oracle. We want to give Tracy some advice on how to get through these 3 months, right? How does she get through? How does she deal with the situation that's unfolding? That's what we want to know. Okay, so we're just going to pull one card, Wispy. Let's have a look. And the fireworks are going off out the window. Luckily, Rufus is in the lounge with the doggos. And here we go. How you get through it. It's a battle. Fuck, it is going to be a battle, right? You need to be strong, my darling. You need to be strong, right? You need to be strong. Whatever this is, it feels like someone's absolutely going to be going, meh, 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 meh. You need to be strong. I think you'll win. You'll persevere. You will get, the truth will out, because it always does. But it just feels like this almost gives me teenage energy, right? That night kind of energy is what we're dealing with this. It's going to be a battle, my darling, but it's a battle that you can absolutely win, because this is not giving in. This is not losing. This is just fighting. And I think you've got the strength to do that. You just need to dig deep, my darling. And I hope that helps. Right, let me go into the, oh my gosh, there's 20 comments. Right, let me have a look in the comments. Let's have a look. Hang on. Oh, hi, Code Deb. Hello, my darling. It's all right, Tracy. It will be okay. It will be okay, my darling. It will be okay. Absolutely, Ellis. I agree. Feels like the 3 months you've just had. Oh my God. Yeah, it feels like you've got a lot to come. Patricia, big knickers needed. Yep, big girl pants. Big girl pants is definitely what is needed right now. Put your big knickers on. I think, in all honesty, like, you're going to get through it. Absolutely, you're going to get through it, because ultimately it feels like you are in the right. Absolutely, you are in the right. And it feels like whoever this is around you is somebody that you are, like, they are going to realize eventually, but just not yet. Okay, so you've got to stay strong, my darling. You've got to stay in your own lane, if you like, but you've also got to stay the path, and it will be all right. It will be all right. I've got the strongest. Second half of the year is going to be a hell of a lot better, but also I think around midsummer, around solstice, there's going to be maybe before solstice. Is there a birthday in May? Is there something in May? There's a turning point. There is a turning point. And I'll tell you how I know that, because I'm getting a maypole. So I don't know what the maypole means to you. I don't know at all what the maypole means to you, but there is a turn around the maypole, around May time. Between May and the summer solstice, right? So between May and mid-June, there is a turning point. Whoever it is that's doing all of this, whoever it is that's being a bit of a twat, realization or short, sharp shock between May and solstice. I don't know. March is your birthday. No, it's after March. It is after March. But anyway, I hope that helps, Tracy. But definitely look like you've just got to keep battling, keep staying strong, the truth is on your side at the end of the day, right? They can swear up and down, but the truth is on your side. Yeah, except this is a stupid metal one that dints, right? And I think these were only out for like a limited time, because Rufus has got a red metal cup and he dropped it, and the little end thing, this little cap comes off and it splits into like razor sharp metal. So this fell, and I've had to glue his one all back on, right? The new ones they brought out are so much better. They're like plastic and durable, and they've got the cup things on them so they stay cool, and you can actually, like, you can drop them and they don't break off. Annoying. No worries, Tracy. I hope that helps, my darling. Beltane celebrations and rampant sex in the woods. You can say sex in the woods. That's fine. You can swear after the first several seconds on YouTube. You can swear. So, yeah, that's fine. Don't know what the noises are upstairs. It feels like I've got a blooming herd of not Michael Bublé. What was he called? Michael Flatley. I've got a herd of wild Michael Flatleys upstairs. That's what it sounds like. Right then, so if you would like a reading, let's go. Anyway, Tracy, I hope that helps, my darling. And you know where we are if you want to come and vent and go, oh my God, Lisa, fucking January, you didn't warn me it was going to be that bad. You're wearing a Mariah Carey t-shirt that you got at the Mariah Carey Christmas show. That's cool. Has she just got the one song though? Is it just All I Want for Christmas Is You on repeat for like 45 minutes and then you go home? Santa baby, something. Oh, that's not even. Isn't that Santa? Tell me, isn't that Ariana Grande? Do you know what? I was saying this on the members only live, right? This Christmas is the first year that I've realized I have not caught up with or kept up with music for young people stuff, because we had my nibbling here and they were talking about TV shows that I've got no idea about, singers I've got no idea about, albums I've never even heard the name of. And I thought I was pretty hip with the kids. Do you know what I mean? I thought I was pretty down with the kids, pretty hip granny, a hip auntie. I thought I was like, yep, got it. I look very ethereal today. Do I? Oh, take that. Where is the nibbling? They're so cute and adorable. Well, they are back in their own house. They are back in their own place. So they are probably recovering from being with us. Didn't you do a cover of Without You? Without You. Well, I don't know what Without You is. You asked the question. Well, we'll be doing the questions in just a sec, Wolf Boyo. What you need to do, my darling, is find your question, copy and select and copy, and paste it in the chat in just a second, because we are going to open a round right about now. I need, hang on, forget that one. We're going to open a round right about now. Why is this so quiet today? Hold on a second. Oops. I think I've done it. I think I've broken my speak. No, not power off. Hang on, everybody. I need to get this working. Hang on a second. Oh, I've really broken things.
In mode.
Oh, what have I done? Also, why have I got multiple colors flashing? That's not good. That's not what we do. I have broken things. I have absolutely broken things. Oh, gosh. You can't even hear that, can you? Right, okay. So we're going to open up a round. Oh, hang on. Code Deb's just sent a super chat. Right, okie dokie. Code Deb, I will get to that first, and then we will open up a round. Bear with me. I just need to play something and try and fix my speaker connection. I don't know what I've just done, but I've definitely just broken something. So bear with. I know, right? Me and technology are not good bed partners. Is that even the saying? Is that even the phrase? Hold on. Right, I'm going to hit this, and I will be back in 30 seconds.
YouTube tarot reader Lisa Lee has been found using bad language during her twice-weekly live streams. In a shocking turn of events, it has also been discovered that she will not tell you what you want to hear, only what you need to know. The internet is in collective shock that authenticity is alive and well in this corner of the YouTube meta space. Do not watch if you are easily offended.
That's what I was trying to do. That's what I was trying to do. That was loud enough. Yes, because that's a pre-recorded thing. It doesn't come through my speakers. Anyway, Code Deb. Right, I've got your question up, but thank you ever so much. Well, a software version, a DJ program will probably work better. There's all sorts, Holland, that I will be looking at. It is that bloody thong. Nope, not putting that out there into the universe. Definitely not. There we go. That is one thing we don't need. Thank you very much. Oh, look, I've got a coffee being delivered. Oh, wow. Thank you. Put just on the tray. Oh, it's spilling everywhere. Pop it on the tray. Pop it on the tray. Thank you. Thank you, love. Oh, it looks steaming hot and lovely. Say again. Oh. In the cupboard where it was. Put it back in the same cupboard. No, the cupboard under the air fryer. Or the cupboard. They are in the cupboard next to the fridge. At the bottom. The ciders, yeah. Oh, the other ones are outside. All the beers are outside. Near the shed. In the black tub. Yes, because we were going to take them up to the neighbours. All right. Love you. Bye. Oh, it's a live stream. Rufus is asking casually where the alcohol is. Oh, gosh. You see the clips coming. We're hitting that volume down button. I know, right? Everybody says that. Is it that loud? Is it loud? Is it loud? Let me know if it's loud. Right. Right. Okay. Yes. Right. Anyway, I'm off topic. I'm reading what you're all saying now. See, I told you. This is why I don't have the comments up when I'm doing the actual readings, because I'm literally sat there going, Right then, Code Deb. Let's know. That's Code Deb's one there. Code Deb. What letters? What letters will be significant in my life in 2024? What letters? What, like from the bank, from the doctors? How am I going to put? I don't know how to do that with tarot, Deb. What letters will be significant with tarot? I mean, if you want, the only way I can think of doing it, Deb, to be honest, the only way I can the only thing I can do to do it. Alphabet letters. Yeah, the only way that I could possibly do it is to like the first letter of each of the tarot cards. Okay, so I can do it like that, Deb, if you want. I don't know. I am looking at the chat. I'm looking at the chat. So I don't know if that is going to be something that will work, because obviously it's not going to have every single letter in. Like there's no tarot card with the Z in it. And then the number ones, I guess, would be like the number ones, I guess, would be the like the first letter of that number. I don't know how that would work. Oh, okay. Change your question. Yes, please, my darling, because I don't know how this, because I was thinking, well, we could assign each of the majors to a letter, but then there's 22, not 24. So I don't know how we would do that, my darling. It's not something I've ever even known anybody else do with tarot. But yeah, feel free to change your question. While you do that, I'm going to drink a bit more coffee. Okay, I'll come back to you, Debs. Right, thank you. Right then, everybody, Debs is going to come back to us with a question that I can answer. Mods, can you keep an eye on the question? And I don't know whether you can hit the star. Can you hit star on it, or is it just me that can hit star on it? Or just send me over the time of when Debs's question comes in, and then I can star it rather than having to send it as a super chat. Right then, everyone. So we're going to open up another round. So this is a free round. If you would like a tarot reading, all you need to do, pop your question into the live chat, starting with the word question, and I will pull one of those cards at random. If you want to guarantee that your question is next, send it as a super chat. Just in case you missed all of that, here's a handy dandy video. Okay, so then let's have a look. Wolf Boyo, yours is the only question in, so I'll have a look at that for you. Are the videos that loud? Hang on, I haven't changed any of the sound settings at your end. I've just turned up my speakers at my end, so that shouldn't make any difference at all. Let me just double check. Audio. Oh, hang on. My mic volume is down. Let me turn the mic volume up slightly, and then that might balance out. Okay, no, it all looks the same, normal volumes. So yeah, it's all on the normal volumes. Peacock Rainbow. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll be totally fair. Wolf Boy, yours and Peacock Rainbows came in at pretty much the same time. So we're going to do toss the talisman. So this is the heads. Obviously, this is the symbol for water. You know that because it's got it written on the back. Look, water. So what I'm going to do is I will toss it. Wolf Boy will be the head. Peacock Rainbow will be the tail, because that is the order that both those questions came in. I'm going to swap to the webcam, to the card cam, so that you can see. There we go. So you can see that there's no jiggery pokery. There you go. It's on the first one. It's on the head, which is Wolf Boyo. Okay, so then, Wolf Boyo, your question is, will I stick to my New Year's resolutions? No. Next question. No. I'm joking. We'll have a look. We'll have a look. But what I would say is probably not, unless they are more than a New Year's resolution, because the whole point, the history of New Year's resolutions was that they were things that you would think about for like a year or for 6 months, right? And you would think, what do I want to change? Or not 6 months, but you know what I mean? As the cold winter months kicked in and we got into winter, you would go through the winter period and think, what do I want to change? What do I need to alter? What do I want next year to be better? How do I want to improve my lot? And so what you would do is you would think a lot about them. And over that time, it wouldn't be a New Year thing particularly. It'd be more into springtime. But what you would do is you would spend that time working on okay, so you'd spend that time working on, hang on, I just need to double check the camera. No, everything's fine. The dogs are barking. Hopefully it's only because of the fireworks, although that is annoying. So yeah, you'd spend that time over the winter months building up to this idea of what you wanted to do in spring, what plants you were going to plant, whether last year having the 2 pigs didn't really make much sense, so you're going to get some cows or some chickens or whatever it was. It was all of that planning that we did. And then nowadays it's all brought into this, I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to join the gym, I'm going to do this. And they're just almost throwaways, right? So it all depends on what the resolutions are and how much thought you've put into them, to be brutally honest. So let's have a look. Say again, love. Okay. Mister's getting garlic sausage for tea. Okay. That's the doggo. He likes a bit of that. Not a lot, just a little bit of garlic sausage. Right then. So, Wispy. Oh, gosh. Wispy. There we go. Cleanse the space. That's better. Wispy, Wolf Boyo would like to know, are they going to stick to their New Year's resolutions? Is Wolf Boyo sticking to his New Year's resolutions this year? That's what we want to know. So let's have a little look. There we go. Right then. So we will do you. We will do you. Your path, in other words, the resolutions, and your potential to stick to them or not. So you, oh, the Tower reversed. Right. Okay. Interesting card. First of all, your path. Oh gosh, the Chariot. 2 majors in a 3-card reading. 4th rocks. Fuck off. Three majors. And you've got the Hermit reversed. Right. Okay. Let me get the button up to get all of the videos on. So you've got the Tower, first of all. Now, what does the Tower represent? Well, the Tower is, for a start, it's not on my blooming list. Where's the Tower gone? It should be there. Oh, it is there. Couldn't bloody see it. So you've got the Tower. Now, obviously, the standard Tower has it being hit by lightning. This Tower was also being hit by lightning, but it's a Tower block, right? And you can see like the bricks are falling and everything. It's interesting because the Tower is all about having our world as we understand it pulled out from under us, right? So I think that is, depending on what your resolutions are, it feels like you've had enough of this negativity, this change, this constant ups and downs, and it feels like you're wanting to make some changes, right? And you're wanting to maybe look for some more stability, maybe look for, you know, a different path. Reason I'm saying that is in your path card, we've got the Chariot, and the Chariot is all about movement and paths, because the Chariot is literally a journey card. So it's basically saying, look, if your New Year's resolution is talking about bettering yourself, it's talking about making those steps, as I was saying earlier, making those steps, those long-term plans to put things in place, rather than I'm going to go to the gym. If it was actually about, you know, overturning, in my case, overturning the diabetes, maintaining a healthy blood sugar level, you know, things like that, and how I do that. For you, it might be, you know, I don't know, saving, you know, £20 a week or £5 a week and putting it aside and not spending it, so that at the end of the year you've got, you know, whatever it is. The journey card is all about going on that journey, that emotional, sometimes a physical, but normally it's an emotional journey of discovery, and an emotional journey like into a different you, if that makes sense, right? So that's what this is talking about, but also living your best life, because you can see these people here in the background, these business people with a briefcase going into work in their grey suits and their grey faces and their grey spirits. And then you've got this person here, this free spirit, being with nature, skateboarding down a thing. There's all these animals around them in full color, right? Which would you rather be? I certainly never want to do this again. Never want to wear a suit and have to wear, especially in the business world. If you're a woman in the business world, you tend to have to wear at least like a kitten heel. Oh my God, they're so annoying. I mean, you know, speaking as someone who used to go clubbing in like stupidly big heels, but it's not what I ever want to do again. Do you know what I mean? So the chariot is all about this movement. So your path is about following a path. So it depends. If you are setting these down, absolutely, then that's what you need to do, if that makes sense. Thank you, Patricia. And then in the potential, we've got the Hermit reversed. So what the potential is, okay, in terms of New Year's resolutions and things like that, the potential is basically what is there that could be changing this year? What is there around your resolutions that could be altering, and how it can manifest for you? Now, the Hermit, which again, the standard Hermit is, old person in cave with lantern. This version of the Hermit is quite different. You can see the person is sat here, cross-legged, reading a book. There's another book here. They are seeking out knowledge. And that is the key phrase for the Hermit. This time we've got a lovely German Shepherd or Alsatian. It's the same thing. So we've got a lovely Alsatian here. We've got the cat asleep, but the lantern has become the lamp. You've got the books everywhere, books of knowledge everywhere. And the staff is here, the Hermit's traditional staff. So, but this was reversed, right? So it's saying that I think there is the knowledge here, and the potential here is for you to gain a better understanding, maybe of yourself, maybe of why you do certain things. And it feels very much like that is going to be the key part of your journey. So it depends on what your resolutions are, my friend. If they are about self-discovery, being your true self, living your most authentic self, living your best life, that sort of thing, then I think you'll do okay. The potential here, though, is to have knowledge revealed that perhaps you aren't at this point ready for, if that makes sense. The Hermit reversed. But anyway, Wolfboy, I hope that helps, my darling. I really, really do. And thank you ever so much for your question and for joining us on so many of the lives this year. Thank you ever so much for being here, my friend. I hope that helps. Let's have a look. I've seen that Code Deb has a question. Let me just star that. Thank you, Code Deb. I've got it. Right, let me have a look. Who's here? Shirley Meadle's here. Hello, Shirley, my darling. Monish Cambley is here. Hello, my darling. I hope you are well. Right, let me have a look. Wolfboyo, one big change you're currently going through is having home care as your mental health is now affecting you physically. Yes, then that's a good thing. Are you accepting that in terms of like New Year's resolutions? How does that work in with your New Year's resolutions, my darling? Hopefully that makes some sense. There's been a lot of ups and downs that you just want to have a fresh start without people who constantly put you down all the time involved in your life. It can be very difficult. Cutting people out can be an incredibly tough, but also incredibly valid thing to do. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense with what your resolutions are, my friend. But I'm going to say thank you ever so much for your question now. And yeah, I'm going to move on to Code Deb. Right, let me just have a look. Code Deb. Right, in fact, what I'm actually going to do is to take a quick comfort break because I've had too much coffee. So I need to run to the loo. I know, right? I think this is the second time in about 3 weeks that I've had to do this, but I'm going to nip to the loo very, very quickly and go for a quick wee because I've had too much coffee. So I will see you in about, I don't know, less than 44 seconds. Because that's how long this lasts for. Okay, apologies, but after last year's bladder incidents and the cancer and everything, I've just got to do what my body is telling me, and yeah, that is doing this.
Are you a fan of 80s horror but want something different? Do you like modern horror but the regular magazines leave you a bit cold? Are you a fan of that schlocky horror that no one else seems to talk about? Check out Necronomicon, the UK horror zine from Etsy.com. Just search for Necro Neil. Blue Chalice is a small business making crafty creations for the Witcher community. From jewellery to wall hangings, witch bells to altar tiles, why not have a look at bluechalice.etsy.com.
I'm back. Gosh, I've been sat here for about 10 seconds trying to make everything work. Oh dear. Right. Is everybody okay? Did you all go for a wee break at the same time? All go for a quick drink? I do apologize. But anyway, yeah, everyone refresh your drinks. What's noticeably louder? The music's noticeably louder. Is it? But that is almost, I don't understand how it can be louder when all I've done is turn up the speaker. That's an external speaker, so that doesn't make any sense. But I will have a look at it. I will absolutely have a look at it. Audio. No, it shouldn't be doing. No, it should be making no difference. I haven't done anything on YouTube. Oh, it's nothing I've done. Right. Okay. Right. Code Deb, let's get on with your question. Sorry, everybody. I just have to. Sometimes the bladder is still very weak after all the surgeries and stuff. So sometimes, you know, when you got to go, you got to go. And I had to go. So anyway, enough about that. Let's have a look. Question: how do I maintain a glass half full attitude in 2024? That's a good question, Deb. That's a good question. I like that one. Right then, let's see. So then, Wispy. Here we go, Wispy. You come on in. You come on in. There we go. Right then, Wispy. Code Deb, our lovely friend, would like to know, how do they maintain a glass half full attitude this year? How do they maintain positivity? Right, let's have a look. So I've got oh, we've got a strengths, weaknesses, and advice. Okay, we might do that. We might do that, because if we take the weakness out, it becomes, yes, that's what we're going to do as a 6 card. Okay, Deb, this is the first time I've ever done it. I've got so many new spreads that I'm working on for 2024. This is the first time I'm doing this one in this way, so this is really funky. Right, so Wispy, we're doing strengths, weakness, and advice as a 6, as a inverted triangle. Okay, you've always got to let your air elementals know what you're doing, don't you? You've always got to let your dragons know. That's just, you know, common sense, I guess. So let's have a look. So your strengths, this is how what you innately got. This is how you innately stay positive. Okay, so we've got the Empress energy. Don't worry if it's reversed, we'll explain that. So we've got the Empress. So your weaknesses, how you are going to struggle keeping that positivity afloat, right? Let's have a look. So your struggle will be, strength. Okay, interesting. And the advice card for keeping that afloat, the King of Coins. Really? Okay. I'm not questioning you, Wispy. I'm not questioning you at all, my friend. And then we're going to link those two. and we're going to have a look at the root of it all. So let's have a look. I need my other doodahs up, down to there. Here we go. So the Empress reverse. So what is the Empress? You'll all know this is my favorite card, right? Even in this deck where it's very non-traditional, the Empress is my favorite card of all. I love the Empress energy. Even when it's reversed, it's still really warm to me. Okay, so the Empress represents family. It represents a loving home. It represents abundance of that vibe, right? This is the epitome of glass half full. The Empress is that one who, okay, you haven't got anywhere to live. Well, come and live with me. I've got a spare room. Oh, I haven't got a spare room, but I've got a sofa. I haven't got a sofa, but I've got a floor. Come in, you know what I mean? This is that nurturing energy. Quite often with the Empress, we see the wheat, the gold, which is representative of financial abundance. But there's a certain amount of comfortability that goes with the Empress, even if they are thank you, Holland, even if they are, you know, a bit skint in real life, they've got enough of other things. They've got enough of friendship and warmth around them, people that will step in and help. Do you know what I mean? Now this is reversed, so it's saying that you actually need to remember to meet your needs, because the Empress is all about give, look after, support. But sometimes you need to support yourself as well. So I think this is really important in a reading like this, Code Deb, because you're saying, how do you maintain it a glass half full? You've got to keep filling that glass halfway. Do you know what I mean? You've got to keep topping yourself up so that even when even when that glass is half, I mean, I literally look at this, right? Oh, my cup's half full. Well, that's good. The reason I don't look at that, I've got cream and all sorts in there. It's gone horrible. But my cup is half full. My cup is only half full because I've drunk half of it. It was full. Do you know what I mean? I'm about to refill it. It's not a negative that it's half full. It's half full because I've drunk half of it. Keep that in mind as you go through the year, right? And if you need to refill it and top it up, refill it and top it up. Look after yourself is what the Empress here is saying. Now, in terms of your weaknesses, bizarrely, you've got strength as a weakness, right? Now, this makes perfect sense. Sometimes showing that you are strong, not asking for help, and proving that you don't need other people's help, you don't need them to help you out, you are okay, I'm doing absolutely all right, I don't need any support. That can be our biggest weakness in life, because what we actually need is our own Empress to come in and help us out. But we're so used to being the helper that it becomes very difficult to be the helpee. Do you know what I mean? And that is coming up as your weakness, your own strength, that own ability to keep going and to keep fighting. Sometimes you have to be able to ask for help, right? That is not a weakness. Strength, being outwardly strong at all costs, is a weakness, because then you don't know when you need that help and when you need to ask, because sometimes we do need to ask. Does that make sense, my darling? And it's like, I don't think it's in your nature to ask for help, even when you absolutely need it. It's like there's no shame in asking for help. And then we've got the advice. We've got the King of Coins. Now, it's a bit of a weird one for advice. Maybe you need to look at your finances, right? Maybe you need to keep a check on your finances. King of Coins is all about, the king is in his counting house, counting out his money, right? That is what the King of Pentacles is. You can see in this instance, it's the farmer. He's got his seeds. He's got his bag of more seeds. There's children there. There's workers on the farm that are helping with farm stuff. There's even a bird of prey coming in and getting rid of the mice and the voles, right? So there's a lot going on in this card, but it's like we've got the bee coming to pollinate and everything. But look at the smiling face of the farmer. Yes, it's a lot of work, but very happy farmer, sun up, sun down, working bloody hard, but they're working hard to maintain the fields, to plan for the following years, to take the crop from this year, to store it, to do everything long term. So just keep that in mind as well, right? Look after your finances, Don't overspend. Make sure that you can maintain and manage things for the long term. And then we've got, move that one out of the way, the connective tissues between the Empress energy and the weakness card, the 7 of coins. So difficult decisions. How do you maintain that glass half full? There are going to be difficult choices that you need to make financially, right? There are going to be difficult things that you want to do and decisions that you want to go down, and to help, being able to help some people and not others is going to be key. Helping yourself, making sure that your base is covered before you start, you know, giving to everybody else is going to be key, right? That is how, because otherwise you end up giving, you've given everything, and then you're in a position where you've got to ask for help, right? That's the linking between the two. In terms of how we go from not wanting to help your own weakness into the King of Coins, we've got the 9 of Cups. You've got friends and family and loved ones around you. If you reach out and help, they will help. It doesn't mean they're going to give you a bucket load of money, but they might help you maintain things for the future. They might help you plan. They might help you sow those seeds to come up later. Do you know what I mean? So the 9 of Cups is a really great card in terms of asking for help and being able to keep that glass half full, is to look to your friends, look to your family, look to your loved ones, and basically say, you know, I might need a help. I might need some support in joining the celebrations and doing everything else. But they're the ones that are going to be here for you, right? The people that care about you are going to be the ones that are here for you, and they can help you. And even if you've just got a good friend, a best friend, a family member you trust, that can basically do what the mods do for me when I'm on here and I'm ranting and waffling, they will go, dum dum dum, hello, shush. And I'll go, oh, okay, to what have I said? Or they'll send up messages that are like alarm clocks telling me that I'm waffling too much, and it just pulls me back. And that is, you know, everybody needs a bosom for a pillow. No, everybody needs someone in their life sometimes to do that. And then we've got this actually fell, and it fell this way up. We've got the 4 of coins at the base. How do you maintain your glass half full energy this year? You keep an eye on the finances. You keep your financial situation. You try and get it as stable as you can. Okay. Get it as balanced as you can. Find a way to maintain that, right? So you don't have to worry about the difficult choices anymore. And then you can do the celebrations. You can join friends, and you'll head towards this King of Coins as being your outcome. Okay, my darling. So it's all about balance. It's all about looking after yourself as well as others, finding that balance, finding that element of you can't pour from an empty jug, right? And that's what you need to be looking at. And I hope, my darling, I hope that really, really, really helps. And yeah, there you are, my darling. That is going to be your your reading for today. Watch the finances. What is it they used to say? Look after the pennies and the pounds will look after themselves, or something like that. Yeah, hopefully that helps, my darling. And yeah, hopefully that gives you some answers that you need. And thank you ever so much for your question. And thank you for your very kind super chat. And sorry I couldn't find a way to get letters that are important. I'm going to pull you, though, an Urban Crow, just because it feels like it's a good one to do. Holly WC, I've got your question in. I will get to that in just a second, my darling. Thank you very much for your donation. Let me just have a look. Thank you, Holland. I wondered what you meant then. Super chat. Right, Code Deb, let's have a look at what your Oracle card will be. Wispy. No, not. Bringing in Tank then. Not Tank. Wispy. Single card, Oracle Paul for Code Deb, saying how can she maintain this glass half full attitude? What advice do we have? We have displacement. Okay. So what do I get from displacement? Okay. Right. Okay. Thank you, Wispy. I'm getting two different things going through my head, Deb. One of them is a very, very, very clear thing of don't take on other people's problems at the expense of your own. Don't let other people's problems and financial issues and need, don't let that displace your own, right? So in the Scrooge McDuck world of having a swimming pool full of money, you know, you never be able to swim in that. But anyway, in that world, don't let other people's problems come in. Take it so that all of those problems displace, how can I put it? Don't let them replace yours, right? If you are able to deal with this level of financial output, don't take on other people's issues that are going to make that go over the top of the bathtub. Do you know what I mean? Don't let other people push their needs higher than yours on that mystical hierarchy, right? You've got to make sure that you are able to maintain your stability. That 4 of coins is really important. That is your route for 2024, right? Maintain that at all costs. You want that stability. So if there's a way of, you know, putting a little bit of money aside to give you a safety net, whatever it is, do that in 2024 and try and maintain that. And then if there's excess, help others with the excess, right? Don't let this displacement card is always about, for me, it's about don't let other people's needs and other people's lives move you from yours. Okay, hopefully that makes sense, my darling, but thank you ever so much for your question. Right then, let's have a look. Let's have a look. It doesn't make, wow, money is time is money. Same thing in a lot of cases. Time is money, money is time. So yeah, but I hope that helps, my darling. Oh, you said yes, it makes sense. Fabulous. Thank you very much. Your glass is not half full, it just needs refilling. Exactly. I agree. In fact, I'm going to do that right now with the coffee that Rufus brought me in. And now I have a cup half full. Oh, it's got cold already. Wowza. Either that or Rufus made it with lukewarm water. That's cold. It was steaming when he brought it in, wasn't it? Look, can you see? No, you can't see it. There's no steam on it at all. No, that feels like, how long was that reading? Because I'm sure he only brought it in like 10 minutes ago. That feels like it's been sat there since I did the members only chat, and I haven't. Bear with me, everyone. Oh my gosh, there's a reason why the members only available at buymeacoffee.com/Beyond Authentic. There's a reason that is called the coffee club crew, because my gosh, do I drink a lot of coffee. Even at night time, I'll have a decaf coffee before I go to bed with me syrup and everything. It's better than hot chocolate. I swear it, better than hot chocolate. Right then, let's have a wee look. Oh, have I? No way. Really? No, he didn't. No, he made it with a hot kettle, Deb. Got your reference, though. You're very funny. I like that. For a split second, I was like, why would he do that? He also hasn't put any Baileys in it, but you never know. Right then, let's have a look. Holly, what do we see coming up for you in January? Lovely question. So then, Wispy, we're going to switch the cameras onto the live cam. No, onto the card cam. Thank you. Close the space, and we're going to bring in the lovely Wispy. There we go. So then, Wispy, Holly would like to know, what do we see coming up for her in January? Not the whole of 2024, just in January. What do we see coming up for Holly in January? Let's have a look. And you can tell everybody that I'm feeling a little bit better than I was on Thursday, because I'm actually able to shuffle again. I know, look, I'm shuffling. Look, I'm not throwing the cards all around all over the floor. She says, of course, just as I say that is when my hand goes. Meh. But anyway, there we go. Right then, let's do your drop, Holly. Oh, there we go. Nice drop right in the center. We like that. Coming in with speed. What do we see coming up for Holly in 2024? Well, in January of 2024. Let's have a look. So we're going to do, I tell you what, Holly, we'll do you the 7-card horseshoe, the traditional, possibly the most traditional spread that I do. Okay. Excuse me. How many? Right. Okay. Money, 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 money. Not money. Emotions. Money. Money. Jesus. Okay. Money. Wow. Okay. So then, I don't know if this is good money or bad money yet, but we'll have a look. It definitely feels like money somehow.
You just made the list.
That isn't what I meant to play. I used to have one that went money, 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 but I think it got blocked because I think I got copyright struck. Anyway, right. January. So this is the energy that we're leaving December with, going into January. Okay, so this is the past. 10 of coins. I mean, literally, look, could this be any more apt? It's a Christmas card, literally, talking about spending a lot of money. The 10 of coins is overflowing with money, with expenses at Christmas. Literally what the card is talking about. So I don't know whether you've gone a bit bonkers for Christmas this year in terms of presents, or if it was kind of the other way around, in that you were very much spoiled, but it feels like there's been a lot of finances going about the holidays, if that makes sense. Hang on, let me just click on the do-da. There we go. So I think there's a lot, excuse me. I think there's a lot of, a lot of finances that have come your, how can I put it? I don't want to say, hang on a second. Let me just get this up for the, what is it? The star down there. There we go. I don't want to say that you've necessarily overspent, but the central figure in this card is like the grandpa energy, and all the grandkids have got gifts, and then the parents have got gifts. There's people in the background that have got gifts in a picture that is talking about gifts. There's more gifts here. So it's a lot of finances. This could be one of two ways. Because it's upright, I would say that you've probably gone a bit bonkers. I didn't realize that banner was still on. Hang on, there we go. I don't know whether you've gone a bit bonkers in the over Christmas, or whether this is a lot that was coming to you. Normally I would say if it's upright that you've spent a lot. So I think you've probably really overdone things. I think the January for you, when the credit card bills come in, I think it's going to be a tough one. In the present, we've got the 5 of coins. Okay, so it's reversed. The 5 of coins is normally, it's often depicted as being somebody stood outside or sat outside of a church, right? Charity, being some hardship going on. I really question, my darling, if this is gone, if you went a bit overboard with the spending on Christmas, right? Because it really does feel like this 10 of coins. I often say the 9 is when something is full, and for me the 10 is when it's overflowing. So it really does feel here like there's a lot, like you've gone too far in terms of your financial outlay for Christmas, which would make sense, because it then comes to almost as January comes in, as the bills start coming in, I think you're going to realize that you may well have not just overspent, but overspent significantly. Now, don't worry too much. Don't worry too much, because I do think that there are ways, like there's other cards here that are a little bit more positive. But this being reversed, I think it may well come as a bit of a shock, right? So just prepare yourself for those bills. Prepare yourself for maybe a few unexpected expenses that will land up with you in January as well, because this is reversed. When the Five of Cups is reversed, it's really talking about not quite ending up in the poorhouse, but maybe you are going to need a bit of financial assistance to get through the month. Maybe towards the end of the month, there might be a need for you to ask for some help. As I say, normally the key figure on this card is the people outside in the snow watching the expense going on, right? So this person's in the pub. Normally it's a church, but this person's in a pub playing on the fruit machine with a this person's buying them a drink. Lots of like, look at this, lovely, lovely, lovely. If this feels like this was your December and this feels like this could be your January, so just you might have to tighten that belt ever so tight. In the influence, you want to be seen as the caregiver, as the not elaborate one, what's it called, as the extravagant one. You want to be seen, this is almost like the Empress card, abundance, nurturing, giving to your family. You want to be able to be seen to, you know, be successful enough to provide for all these people. There's this nurturing element that comes with the Queen. Literally, like, this is the Queen. She's got a goat, maybe a second goat, so they've made some butter. They've grown the veggies that are here. They've made their own jam. They're selling all the produce. They're preparing. They're growing. All of this lovely, lovely stuff that they're doing. And it's all about being that nurturing kind of mother figure that the Queen gives off, right? So that's the influence. Now, that isn't a negative influence at all. That's a really positive influence, as long as you've got the finances here to back that up. Because it does feel, with the star, it does feel like there was a little bit of wishful thinking, right? The star, when it's reversed, is all about literally wishing and hoping rather than doing things to get goals. This star is somebody reaching out and giving this person a hand up, right? Getting out of the rubble, getting out of the mess. This is reversed, and this is in the challenge position. So I do think there is going to be a bit of a financial sharp shock when everything comes in, when all the bills come in and you've had this sort of really nice family type Christmas. Don't be surprised if you're paying it off come February, so come April, May time, you're still working on the finances, right? Just be careful, because the star, even when it's upright, for me, it's wishful thinking. It's talking about, you know, wishing and not necessarily making goals. When it's reversed, especially in a challenge position, I think it's very much about overextending what you're capable of doing in that kind of wishful mindset. Now, the way other people see you, they see you as not wanting to start over emotionally. If it was this way up, it's talking about new starts, new ventures, but there's something here about not wanting to face a new start. So whether there's been a financial change in the year, you might have changed jobs or had a reduced financial income, people are seeing that you don't want to do that, because it's like emotions and gifts are interlinked somehow, and you don't people are almost like you don't want to recognize that you aren't able to do that now. Do you know what I mean, Holly? The advice, we've got the Page of Coins reversed. Okay, so this is, hang on, you all know what's coming if I'm changing cameras. Here we go. So, my darling, this card, this is telling it blunt, right? Are you ready for some blunt news? Stop acting like a kid when it comes to money. You're not a child anymore, right? You're not a child surviving on walking the dog for a few coins to be able to survive. You've got your own bills to pay. You've got your own life to live. You've got, you know, a whole year's worth of finances to deal with. This card is literally like the person is a dog walker getting a few coins, and this is reversed. So it's saying it's time to move on from that mindset. It's time to grow up a little bit and maybe reprioritize your finances for 2024. Maybe look at things differently. Maybe you can't do the things that you initially want to do, and that's kind of why this emotional card is coming up reversed, because you don't want to face that, my darling. But this is the advice, right? And if you do this, if you learn how to maybe manage your money a little bit better, we get to the final card. The outcome is the Four of Coins. Now, this is stability. This is being able to, you know, look at your long-term future and go, I can pay XYZ, I can put some money aside, I can do all of that, right? It's not fun, but it's adult, it's grown up, it's stable. And this is talking about that, right? You've got that stability there, you've got that ability there, everything can tick over quite happily. But to do that, you've got to get over this page, this element of thinking like a child when it comes to money. And I'm really, really sorry to say that, because it feels like I'm having a go, and I don't mean to have a go, because I myself, I'm 47, I'm still learning this bloody lesson. I overdid Christmas this year, bonkers, because I wanted to give my nibbling a good Christmas. I wanted them to feel welcome and loved and all of that. And so, yeah, I overdid things, and I know I did, and that is going to be a tight January for me. But by the same token, I've got strategies in place now that are, I'm pulling back on my finances. So a lot of my subscriptions to random things I've cancelled, and a lot of the editing stuff that I used to pay a lot of money out for, I've pulled back on everything bar the bare minimum now, to try and, you know, rein those costs in. And so for me, it's all about, I'm kind of doing this myself at the moment. Right, I'm going to pull you a Crow Oracle card. So Wispy, we want an Urban Crow card. How does Holly, what do we see as the key word, the key phrase, the key card for Holly in January? Let's have a look. Here we go. I'm just doing this to save me swapping the camera back. There you go. We've got Knight. Okay, we've had this card already tonight before. For me, Knight is talking about there is a certain amount of safety during the night time. There is a certain amount of, hang on a second, do you buy things at 3 o'clock in the morning? Do you go on websites at like 3 a.m. and just randomly purchase things? Because if you do, this is what you need to know. Why am I getting, I personally now am feeling called out, because I do that. Used to, don't anymore. What I do now is stick things in a cart and then leave the website, scroll back through something else, and come back in a day or two. And if it's not available, oh, well, I missed that one. So I do that now, and it's a good way for me. But anyway, Night. So there is something, maybe it's about doing a night course, maybe it's about working. But for me, the night is all about safety and security, because the crows here are safe in their tree. Over in the distance, there's all sorts of dangers, but they are safe in their tree. And this is talking about that. This is saying that for me, I think you need to just pull back, look after your needs in January, and try and focus on those finances, if that makes sense. But yeah, hopefully, my darling, that helps. And I'm going to say thank you ever so much for your question. Right, let's have a look in the comments. I don't even know what time it is. Oh, we've got 20 minutes yet. You buy things at night because you don't work at night. Okay, I get that. Oh dear. Oh dear. Hang on. Yep. You're struggling with that as well, Amy. Good evening, Amy. Yep. Oh, Holly. Yeah. A little bit too much. Oh dear, my darling. You do buy things at night because you don't work at night. No. Now listen, this is the hardest thing, right? I love the fact that we live in a 24-hour society now, and I can order something on Amazon and it will be here the next day. I love that. I also hate it because, quite frankly, I hate supporting Amazon. But these days, it's kind of like, you know, they are everywhere, aren't they? Trying to escape Amazon is almost impossible. But also, like this last week, I have bought so many cables and things that have gone backwards and forwards to Amazon to try and get a cable that's working for this computer so I can have my dual monitor set up. Do I need a dual monitor set up? Probably not. I'm doing okay without it. Would a dual monitor setup help out the live streams and everything else that I do? Absolutely. Because it means I could be in here doing something, watching the second monitor would have the cameras up for the doggo. So if I'm filming, that makes life a lot easier. It means I can keep track of what our animals are doing. It also means I can have a page for the monitor questions coming up. The moderator questions coming up. I can have, when I'm doing the podcast, we can have all of the details about the podcast here. I can have what is currently on this board, which is all of my spreads. I can have that on screen. So there's a lot of things that I want. I've got the 2 monitors already. And for me, Amazon's been really good for that. Also, as somebody who doesn't like leaving the house, Amazon is really good. What I dislike is the 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning thing where I'm like, I'll just have a little scroll, just have a little look-see. Oh, yes, I definitely need another tarot cloth because I've only got 27. So I definitely need another one. Do you know what I mean? And so, yeah, it's difficult. But I hope that helps, Holly. I really, really, really do. You're born in 1982. Now, you see, to me, 1982 feels like it was 20 years ago. And it isn't, is it? It's 41 years ago. But in my head, it's 20 years ago. It's so bad. You buy groceries online a little bit too much. That's also a thing. Yeah. It's also, for me, now I have to be really careful buying food online because, as you can see, look at the way the chins have gone over Christmas. They're going, don't worry. They will be gone again soon. Because for me, if I buy food online, then it's like, oh, just get... Sorry, my mouse, for some reason, I put my mouse down, didn't move it, and the arrow just went across the screen. You got ID'd recently, and the woman was so embarrassed to hear you're 40. I once got ID'd for a packet of fags in a shop that I'd already bought a bottle of vodka in. I mean, it was like 10 years ago. No, not even that. It was in the town that you're in, Holland, I think. No, it wasn't. It was about 10 years ago. It was in Hull. Anyway, yeah. So I'm waffling. This is normally when the mods would go, Lisa, shut up, waffle. But anyway, I thought as well that everyone's saying, I thought that was a picture of someone else. I didn't realize that. Well, I thought it was a picture of you, but I wouldn't have thought that you were born in 82. I would have thought maybe you were born in like 95 or 96 or something. Like, yeah, a lot younger. You go to your fridge at 3 a.m. So do I. I wake up, I go for a wee, and then this is what we were talking about in the members only, wasn't it, Holland? Where we were talking about the old sleeping patterns of having a first sleep and a second sleep. So I would have my first sleep, wake up, have a wee, go and get a drink, get something from the fridge, come back, sit on my bed, lie down, get all comfy with Rufus again, all nice and snuggly, and then be like, no, I must want something. And for me, I have now deleted Temu because I was like, I don't really like the quality of their stuff. And I've got enough earrings now. But yeah, all of that. Half of the currently available mods have had a bit too much Baileys. That's all right. I'll be having a bit too much Baileys very soon as well. So it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. You came home at 11 at night, so you eat late too. Yeah, it's difficult when you eat late. I now tend to eat about between 9 and 10 p.m. every night. That's just naturally when we eat. And it's not that. It's afterwards when I'm in the lounge and I'm sat there on my Todd, because Rufus likes to go in the bedroom early and watch some YouTube or play some video games before he goes to sleep. And he'll take his nighttime snacks with him. So we have like jelly and fruit and things. I know, right? It's so exciting. But he'll take that into the bedroom with him. And then I'll be in the lounge watching Prisoner Cell Block H at the moment. Yep, from 1981. So before you were even born, Holly, that's what I'm watching at the moment because I'm addicted to it. Anyway, I will be in the lounge and I'll be like, I think there's still some mince pies left. I'll just go and have one of those. Oh, I think I'll. There might be a bit of cake left. I'll just go and have a little bit of cake. Oh, there might be some crisps left. Where are they? Sorry, completely off topic, but you know what my ADHD is like. I'm going to do one more question next. Can you all see this? Walker's Christmas pudding flavor. And they're actually quite nice. They're actually really quite nice. Christmas pudding flavor crisps. By the way, if you're in America, this is the same company that's called Lay's in the States. Christmas pudding flavor crisps. They're actually quite yummy. Really quite yummy. Anyway, right. Very last round tonight and the last round of 2023. So then this is going to be a free round. Unless you get a super chat in immediately. We are going to open up a round. I'm looking for me buttons. I'm in the wrong place for me buttons. Not me Cadbury's buttons. I ate them already. Because if you would like a reading to end 2023 with, then please go ahead and pop your question into live chat, starting with the word question. I will grab one of them at random. If a super chat comes in, unfortunately, the super chat will take the last slot of the night. But there we go, everyone. That is it. This is going to be your last chance. Don't forget, moving forward, we're back on our Tuesday and Sunday evening schedule. There may be a third one coming in at some point. I don't know yet. Just because we're getting a bit overwhelmed with people asking for questions, and normally there's more questions come in than I can deal with. So I'm looking at maybe bringing in a third stream, depending on what the mods feel like doing, and maybe we'll split the mod group or whatever. Anyway, if you would like a reading, please do pop your question into the live chat, starting with the word question. I'm on the wrong screen, and I will grab one of those at random. Go ahead and do that now. The last reading of 2023. Hopefully I haven't just smudged my lipstick everywhere. Yes, I did. Look at that. I knew I did. I had bright red lipstick at the start of this stream. Now it's all over my coffee cup. Are you ready? Look at the state of that. Look at the state. Where is it? There. Look. Anyway, right. Let's have a look in the comment section. So we've got no super chats in. So one of the live questions. Let's have a look. We're going up and downy, up and downy, up and downy. I'm going to close my eyes, up and down, up and down, up and down. And this one. Holly. Oh, you have to stay away from all those. Everyone have a good... Oh, thank you, Holly. Right, okay. I'm going to go again. I'm going to go up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And this one. Oh, it's not even on anything. Here we go. Hang on. Right, go. Now, don't get a mod this time. Is that a question? Oh, got my eyes. Peacock Rainbow Flower Beauty, the last one. Can you have a financial reading for 2024? The only way I can do it is to do like the first 3 months, because we don't really go that much further, because there's so many variables, so much that can change. But this is not going to be financial advice in any way, shape, or form. Okay, I can look at where the financial flow is looking, but this is not in any way, shape, or form financial advice. Okay. In fact, I need to. There we go. I'm going to pop that disclaimer on screen for the whole reading, just so that it's very, very abundantly clear. Right then, Peacock. Let's have a look on this one and on this one. Thank you. Yay. Right then, so Wispy, I'm going to have these in a minute. Yum. Wispy. There we go. Right. Sorry, Wispy. I know. Cleanse the space and then bring you in, my friends. There we go. So, Wispy, Peacock Rainbow Flower Beauty would like to know, can she have a financial reading for the first quarter? Okay. Can we get an idea on how career, money, all of that is going to play out in the first 3 months? Okay, Wispy. And what we'll do is we will do the opportunity, challenge, and outcome spread as a inverted triangle, right? Opportunity, challenge, and outcome as an inverted triangle. That's what we'll do. That's a good option. Oh, I had a card. What is going on? I didn't drop some. Did I drop some cards? I don't think I dropped some cards. Why have I got? Oh, do you know what it is? They're the. I think there might be the cards that I put in from the last reading. I don't know. That's very strange. You know, when I just said that we didn't have any flipping cards and my hands were doing okay today, well, you can tell at the end of, you know, however many readings we've done with this giant size. There we go. With this giant size deck, it's very difficult. I tell you what, Wispy, we're going to do a riffle shuffle. Even though I'm rubbish at them, with this deck of this size, it's a little bit easier. So we're going to, I mean, not brilliant, not bad, been worse, been better. And we're going to do one more round with Speak. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Right then. So, Peacock Rainbow Flower Beauty, what have you got in store for the first quarter of January? Jesus Christ, Lisa, what the hell? The first quarter of 2024. I think the alcohol is calling me. The Baileys is calling me. So, we've got the opportunity. Ooh, 7 of Wands. Right. The challenge is the Knight of Blades. Okay. Matt Smith. Looks a little bit like an angry Matt Smith. And the outcome, we've got the Page of Wands. Okay, lots of youthful energy going on, but we'll see. And then we've got the connecting tissues between, and bearing in mind this isn't January, February, March, this is as we go through the 3-month period. So we've got the 7 of Wands. The 7 is all about difficult choices. Wands are about confidence. You can see here there is a bit of a push-pull battle going on. So I think there's going to be an element here of, and this is in the opportunity, but I think there's going to be an opportunity for you to stand your ground and fight for what you need financially, if that makes sense. So it almost feels like there's going to be an element of almost fighting for what you're owed. Does that make sense? And standing up for what you're owed and standing up for what you believe in. So whether that means that you deserve a raise at work, or, you know, you're changing career, or whatever it is, it absolutely feels like there is going to be a moment where you are fighting for that. Do you know what I mean? Pushing for that. It doesn't feel negative in any way. The Knight of Blades coming up as your challenge. So you've got the challenge suit in the challenge position. This is going to be really tough. So there is a knight energy about you that is going to be your worst enemy, right? You are going to be your worst enemy financially. It's coming in the form of, as I say, this knight energy. So this very quick, it's almost, again, like we were saying just before with Holly's reading about that 3 a.m. impulse buying. There's something here about that impulse element that you need to be really, really, really careful of, if that makes sense. It feels very much like this is where you're going to be your own worst enemy, okay? Because this is in the challenge position. The outcome's okay. So the outcome is, again, about confidence, differently to the 7 here with the Wands. This is about maybe starting over in terms of finances, in terms of it could be looking at a new job. It could be looking at something, if that makes sense, along those lines, because we've got the very youthful energy. So it's almost like learning to manage things in a different way, learning, you know, that maybe the dopamine hit you get from buying something at 3 a.m. can be replaced by doing something else at 3 a.m. Do you know what I mean? Maybe reading a book or doing something else. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting, my darling. That is the vibe that I'm getting. So it does feel that there's a bit of a learning curve for you over the next couple of over the next 3 months, right? So it's about standing up for what you're owed, not being afraid to stand up for what you're owed, but also watching out for your own worst instincts. Okay, linking them all together, we've got the Ace of Cups reversed. So again, it's that emotional element of spending to make yourself feel better, buying things to make yourself feel better. Those 3 a.m. stick it in the cart now. The emails that we all get of you must do this, this is everything, last chance to buy this, last chance this year, buy this, buy this, buy this. This is what that is all about, right? Getting those emails and ignoring them, not feeling pressured. Going from the Knight of Blades, so from your challenge to your outcome, we've got the Two of Coins. So this is financial, but this is talking about, and the Two of Coins being somehow separated. This is talking about Visionary Earth. This is the last reading tonight. The mods have already said that, I'm afraid. So this is the last reading for tonight. We finish in exactly 5 minutes. There isn't time to do another reading, my darling. You'll have to come back on Tuesday to get a reading. So the Two of Coins, sometimes when it's reversed, it's looking at maybe a bit of a separation, maybe a little bit of a disconnect. So if there's somebody that's been helping you financially, maybe that's something that is going to be disconnecting in the first 3 months. It definitely feels like maybe this disconnect is going to lead to this page energy, this new learning how to deal with finances, if that makes sense. The fireworks outside right now are ridiculous. It's not even 9 o'clock. It's bonkers. And then we've got the root of it is the Two of Blades. So it feels very much, Peacock, that there's going to be some disagreement in the first 3 months, right, about your finances. There's going to be some crosswords, some disagreements, some really, like, maybe even arguments around it. You can see here bills are coming in that you just don't want to see, don't want to deal with, burying your head in the sand. That is dead opposite the Knight, right? So it's dead opposite the Knight, and we've got this element. These two are reflective. So you've got this element of being your own worst enemy, knowing that there are things you need to do financially to repair your financial credit and all of that stuff, but still ignoring the bills, ignoring, you know, your things you need to look at, and basically not wanting to deal with it in an adult way. That looks like it's going to lead to some sort of disagreement with other people in your life in terms of money. So this is like, stand up for what you're owed financially. But this is also saying about, you know, the people around you, especially if there's a loved one, a partner, a family member that is supporting you. It almost feels like there's going to be arguments about that money. And then you're going to have to make those difficult choices. You're going to have to learn what it is that you need and effectively grow up financially. And that sucks. That really sucks. I hate it. But that is what it's saying, my darling. And yeah, I hope that helps. I really do, Peacock. It's probably not the reading you were wanting, but as I always say, it's the guidance you need, not the answers necessarily that you want, but it is the answers that you need to hear at the time you need to hear them. So yes, thank you ever so much. Right, have I still got this on my Alt, and is it Alt V? Yes, it is. Haha. Right, I am putting this in the chat and I'm putting it on screen. I would like you all, please, to go and help out our wonderful moderator, Holland. Okay, let me just change cameras back. So there we go. Holland is our moderator, as you know, one of our moderators, and Holland has been with us for a long time here on the channel. In the live chat, right, where, what, hang on, I'm on a strange screen. There we go. In the live chat, There is a link that I've posted, as you can see, this one here. There you go. Please go and watch that. It is a lovely rendition of a New Year's song that Holland has done. Holland is the Imaginary Kazoo Orchestra. And on that channel, there are all sorts of... Where's my bag? Oh, it's there. It's there. I've got it. There are all sorts of classical music, fun theme tunes, all sorts of random bits and bobs performed by the Imaginary Kazoo Orchestra, right? Some of them are very funny. Some of them are actually really, really like good pieces of music that work incredibly well with the kazoo. And on this particular video, just here, just this one here, just this one, on that video, Holland sings on screen on the YouTubes for the very first time. Now, I have performed live with Holland before on stage, and Holland is a theatrical performer and a wonderful human being with a really good voice. So if you want to go and check out what Holland sounds like, then please go and watch that video. Also, the reason I'm saying it will help is because Holland is just about to crack that amazing YouTube monetization level, that boundary, right? So it would really help. It means that if there's any adverts on the channel before the advert or after the video, whatever it is, Holland will actually make, you know, 0.001 of a penny per advert watched or whatever it is. So yeah, please do go and support the Imaginary Kazoo Orchestra over there. As I say, Holland is a good friend and has been on the streams for weeks and months and years now, helping out. So thank you ever so much to Holland. Also, I've got to say thank you very much to Patricia, who is, as you know, is like my witchy aunt, my witch aunt. And again, wonderful moderator. Neil and Ed couldn't be here for tonight's stream because they've got families and friends and commitments and things that they'd already made. And so Patricia and Holland very, very kindly said that they would, you know, cancel all their going out gallivanting plans that they both had with sticking their glad rags on and high kicking the new year in. They said they would cancel that and be here for the stream with me. So I'm very, very grateful to both of them. And so, yes, do go and check out that video. It really does help. The watch time really helps. So if you fancy helping even more, go and watch a few of the Kazoo Orchestra's videos. That will also help. Save it to your friends, save it to a playlist, all of that. And Holland is really interesting, actually, because I am also about to hit that monetization threshold to get adverts. So if you would like to do the same with my videos, you can always go and watch some of my older ones as well. That's entirely up to you. But anyway, that's it from today. That's it from 2023. Oh my God, can you believe the year is done? We are done. We are finished. It's been a heck of a year for a lot of us. And yeah, there's been a lot of changes, a lot of upheavals, a lot of ups and downs. And I am ending the year incredibly hopeful that actually 2024 is going to continue to be grand. Do you know what I mean? It feels like there's a lot of my predictions for this year to come, right? It's going to be a tough year. A lot of corporations, a lot of businesses, a lot of that is going to get harder for the little person to deal with, right? I think we're going to get pushed and pulled, and our information is going to be worth more and more, and there's going to be a lot of corporate jiggery pokery. I also think that the little person, us little people, we're going to band together a lot more, and you'll find a lot more channels like this which are based on authenticity and building communities like we've done here, where we've got a really lovely group of people that come in, maybe not every week, but they come in whenever they can and just come and hang out. And I love this community that we're building here. I really do. I want to do more in 2024. I know I said I was planning on doing less. I want to be strategic with what I do in 2024 and make videos that I really care about rather than just churning them out for the algorithm. So I am still going to make some random videos, but again, they're going to be a bit more sporadic. And yeah, the only other thing is to thank all of you. I didn't think that at this point, at the end of the year, that we'd be monetized. Like first level monetized. I didn't think that I'd have as many subscribers as I do, and I didn't think the channel would be where it is. So thank you all for helping out with all of that. Thank you to the amazing mods. And of course, thank you to everybody who's subscribed, who's joined up on the membership, and to everybody who's just been here and helped us out, even if it's just been to come and hang out with us on a Sunday evening or a Tuesday evening at 7 p.m. UK time. Got to get the plug in. Don't forget, do all the YouTubey things if you haven't already. The like and subscribe buttons are right down there. If you haven't already liked the video, please do so. That should have, that little circle with the thumbs up should have just highlighted. And again, subscribe if you haven't already. Hopefully that's done the same thing. But that is going to be it from me. And all I'm going to say now is, wherever you are in the world, whatever time scale it is for you in the world, I wish you nothing more than a very, very happy and a very healthy and wealthy 2024. Take care.